So here are the top 7 biohacks in our community of over 7,000 people in under 7 minutes. I think if you want to feel better, perform better, and optimize your health, then these are going to prove that you don't need a ton of money or some crazy routine. You just need the right ideas. So biohack number 1 would be cold immersion. So cold exposure isn't just about building mental toughness. It really completely changes your biology. It triggers something called cold shock proteins, which are going to help repair damaged cells, reduce inflammation, even protect against neurodegenerative diseases. But here's a really cool part. It actually changes your fat cells. Your body has 2 types of fat: white fat, which stores energy, and then brown fat, which burns energy to keep us warm. And then there's little shades of gray, what's called beige fat. But when you expose your body to cold, it can actually convert white fat, which is the majority of our fat, into brown fat. And that's what we want, because brown fat is thermogenic, meaning it's going to burn calories to produce heat and improve insulin sensitivity. Then once our body warms back up, brown fat is going to get burned for that energy. So cold exposure literally helps you burn fat both during and after. So here's how I do it. I take an ice bath once every couple of weeks for 3 minutes. And then cold showers, every day I just turn the water on. In my shower, as cold as it can get, I stand under it for 3 minutes. It sucks, but the benefits are insane. And biohack number 2 would be the sauna. So hundreds of studies from Scandinavian countries show that sauna use doesn't just help you live longer, it helps you live better. So it's not just about sweating out toxins or detoxing after a night of like drinking or partying. It's really going to improve your health because it triggers heat shock proteins, which repair and protect your cells. And it's going to lower cardiovascular disease risk. So people who sauna 4 to 5 times a week have up to a 50% lower risk of heart disease and all-cause mortality. It actually increases growth hormone. So that's going to help with fat loss, muscle recovery, and just anti-aging. So I aim for 15 to 20 minutes at 170 to 190 degrees 4 to 5 times a week. And if you can combine sauna with cold immersion, so jumping from heat into ice, you're gonna supercharge these effects. And biohack number 3 is one of my favorites: apple cider vinegar plus berberine for blood sugar control. This is great for fat loss and for muscle gain. So quick story. So Cinco de Mayo is big around our house because my family loves Mexican food. Kelly gets a little bit crazy on May 5th, so I know I'm gonna be eating a ton of carbs. And normally when I eat a carb-heavy meal, my blood sugar, right when I wear the monitor, will spike from under 100 to over 150, even 160 over the next couple of hours. So I actually run these little experiments. So before Cinco de Mayo, 30 minutes before the meal, I took 1 pill, so 500 milligrams of berberine. And then 3 to 4 minutes before eating, I drank 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar mixed with a little bit of water. And then I ate a lot, like tortilla chips, guac, everything, cheese, enchiladas. And I had the continuous glucose monitor on, so it measured my blood sugar every 30 minutes. And guess what happened? Well, not much. My blood sugar peaked in the high 120s. It didn't make it to 140, 150, 160. And this combo works because apple cider vinegar, it slows down carb absorption. And then berberine will increase the glucose uptake, meaning that my body was actually using the carbs for energy instead of storing them as fat. Some people even call berberine nature's Ozempic. And biohack number 4 would just be walking. Can't tell you how many conversations I've had with some of the most physically fit people that I know, and they all say the same thing. Walking, especially after eating, is one of the best things that you can do for your health. It's going to lower blood sugar just 10 minutes after a meal. It's going to reduce the glucose spike up to 30%. It's going to improve digestion because it keeps everything moving through your gut. It's even going to boost brain function because it increases BDNF, which helps with focus and memory. So for me, I walk 10 minutes after most meals. I aim to try to get 30 minutes extra total per day. I mean, it's simple, it's free, and one of the easiest ways to optimize your health. And biohack number 5 would be carb fasting and intermittent fasting. This is very simple. We're gonna eat within a controlled window. So for most people that fast intermittently, they eat between noon and let's say 6 or 7 p.m. So it's usually 2 meals, maybe a snack in between, but no late night or breakfast in the mornings. And then carb fasting is like a natural extension of that. It's not just about cutting carbs out completely from your diet. It's just choosing a few days per week where you're gonna try to really limit your carbs. I try to get under 20 to 30 grams on those days. And for me, that's about 3 days a week. Why this works so well is because intermittent fasting triggers autophagy, our body's built-in detox system. Carb fasting is then going to improve insulin sensitivity and help sort of reset the metabolism. And both of these are just going to help us feel better, think better, and help with energy. So make sure you go back and read the Fat Switch plus the Carb Fasting Cookbook. Biohack number 6 is mouth taping at night. Now, this one could sound a little bit weird, but if you snore, this is going to be a game changer. So when you tape your mouth shut, it forces you to breathe through your nose, which is exactly how God designed us to breathe. It's better because it increases nitric oxide, which is going to improve oxygen delivery to the whole body. It's going to prevent snoring, even sleep apnea, and then dry mouth. And it's going to improve deep sleep and recovery. There's a great book called Breathe by James Nestor, which explains how over time, our jaws, our sinuses have shrunk due to the modern diets, like just how soft our food has become. It's really turned us into chronic mouth breather. So if you want to try this, just go on Amazon, buy some hypoallergenic mouth tape. Just put a small piece over your lips before bed, and it's probably going to feel weird at first, but the difference in sleep quality is insane. And biohack number 7 would be box breathing. So the Navy SEALs use this before combat. I use it before working out, before a stressful meeting, or whenever I need to reset my mind throughout the day. So box breathing is so easy. You just breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold that for 4 seconds. And you're just gonna repeat this cycle for a few minutes, and you're gonna see this physiological shift in your body and mind. This is one of the fastest ways to lower your cortisol, your stress hormone, boost focus, and just regain control of what's happening in your day. So the next time that you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, you can just use box breathing to really help you sort of get back in the flow. So those are 7 of the most powerful biohacks you can start today. We've tested all these personally and throughout our community. So my challenge to you is just pick one and try it for the next 7 days, then come back and tell me how you're feeling.